live. The clock is ticking, and I'm joined by Wanda Beer Wanda, aka Scott and Wanda. If you'd like to introduce yourself, guys, give yourself a little bit of a plug.
Go for it, Scott.
Right, I'm Scott. Let's set the channel up as a bit of a giggle, really. Something I got into craft beer probably about 18 months ago. We've always liked sort of just lagers, pilsners, anything like that, really. Turned to the age of probably about 38, 6 years ago, and decided that it wasn't for me anymore. Wanted to try something different, so went over to Punk IPA. Really, that was my main drink. It was accessible at the time. And then sort of met Wanda 2.5 years ago, and sort of wanted to try different things. And I'm lucky that she indulges me in a bit of a passion now, and has agreed to be part of the channel. So it was a play on words, really. Wanda Beer Wonder. Set it out as a bit of a giggle, but
It
actually
should be Pirate Wanda Day. I like pirates.
And so we started it from there, really, Dean. And
Okay.
Pirate drink.
yeah, it's been interesting. It's been fun.
Cool. Well, I'll put a link down below in the description, so any guys that watch this either live or after it's finished uploading, please you go over to their channel, check them out. They're on various, well, I think you're on all the social media platforms, aren't you? Twitter.
Yeah, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter as well. Don't do a lot on Twitter, but yeah, Instagram mainly. But yeah, but generally do uploads on Monday and a Friday, because Wanda's a preschool teacher, so she doesn't want to see that kids sort of that she's hammered morning, noon, and night.
No, wouldn't go down very well.
She's sick. She's sick to drinks. Someone else has to finish them off.
Cool. Anyway, we are going to crack on with a beer. We're going to be taking a look at a Brewdog beer. It's been morphed again, I suppose, into a 440 can, which is I'm digging that, actually. I did it many moons ago when it was in its 330 milliliter format. I think it came out back end of 2017. Really enjoyed it back then. But yeah, I think it's been out in bottles, hasn't it, since then as well?
It's been in Tesco's for a while, hasn't it? I first had it. We went to the Brewdog in Soho. We live in Portsmouth. We went to Soho. Was it
On a day out.
On a day out, and they do a 2/3 of Hazy Jane in Brewdog, don't they?
Yeah.
Had it there, loved it, and then it was quite difficult to get hold of. It wasn't a supermarket beer at the time. It was only through the websites and obviously bottle shops and things like that, and obviously it's slowly trickled down even further.
Yeah, it's lovely to see it in a 330 for £3. I mean, it's a solid beer back then. Hopefully it will be the same. So yeah, let's go for it.
Perfect. You pouring or am I pouring?
You pour. You do it. I can smell it from here.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm getting a nice whiff.
Decent beer with a decent smell.
Tropical fruits all the way.
Yeah. Right, what are you getting on?
Wrong way. Where's it gone? The camera's weird. Hang on. I'm useless with technology. Where is the camera? Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There you go. So Hazy.
Hazy for sure. Murky,
Yep.
Nothing getting through it, is there?
No.
I feel a bit red in the face, actually.
Yeah, it's been blooming warm today, hasn't it?
We've been sat in the sunshine at a barbecue, so it's very warm.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of sun yesterday when I was in Southampton.
It don't mention that.
Boiling, absolutely boiling.
Right, what can you smell?
What are you getting?
What are you getting, Wanda?
Me.
Yeah.
Smell
So
again.
give it a swell so it releases the
Oh,
aroma.
hang on then. I've got to be careful. I don't fry it over myself. I'm practicing. Fruity smell.
Yeah.
Are you getting that?
Yeah, fruit gold, mango, pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple, tropical.
What are you getting?
Yeah, mango, pineapple, maybe a little peach.
Yeah, it smells really good, doesn't it? There's a bit of dankness to it as well.
It is.
Smells like fruit juice.
Probably tastes like fruit juice as well.
Right,
Let's dive in on it, eh? Cheers. Cheers, guys.
yeah, cheers, D.
No?
Yeah, lovely.
Do you like it?
It's easily one of the best in the Tesco range, and now it's in a 440 tin. At £3 a can, you can't go wrong with that.
Fill your boots, jobber, isn't it?
And I mean, what's it 7%? Is it 7.2?
Mm.
You're not getting any of that 7.2, are you?
No way.
I would straight away.
You haven't tried it, have you?
I know, but alcohol content is quite high for me.
Yeah, but you have tried Hazy, Jane. You tried it,
Past, but I don't think I
but
liked
you only
it.
had like a smidgen of it, I
I
think.
smelt it. I don't think I actually drank it.
Did you not?
You know,
But
when
no,
I
you
went
tell
for a
us.
phase of just smelling the drink, you went, oh, have a try, and I smelled it. I was like, no, thanks.
You just pass it back. At least at the moment, when I get at least she passes them back to me having tried them now. So we are progressing, mate.
You are getting there. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Absolutely. It started in June. You're getting
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Right, come on in, Wanda. Let's see what we get.
I have to.
You won't do one of these again, will you?
I'm always up for hangouts.
Amusement. I bet you do this for just your amusement more than anything.
No, I'm generally interested to see if we can find beers that you will like, because there have been beers that you like. I don't think that's one of them.
Yeah, that's the face my wife would pull if I said to her, I haven't tried.
But you haven't got. Have you got her brave enough to get her on camera though?
No, she wouldn't have any of that.
Oh.
See, we're not married yet. We're engaged, so
Right.
there is time for it to go wrong.
We are getting married in about a year and a half.
Yeah.
She'll have a fruit beer. She'll drink a fruit beer.
Right. Okay. So Wanda tried Bacchus.
Yeah.
The cherry, and that's actually the top of her list.
Actual beer.
She
and
likes
it's
that.
number one.
She liked
Yeah.
She liked Tiny Rebel's Kutch, the red ale. Kona Big Wave. She was all right on that. She quite liked that.
That's like a lager top.
It was it's a very pale ale, wasn't it?
That's what it reminds me of,
4%.
like lager top, basically.
I'm right in thinking, Wanda, you like your fruited ciders, then, yeah?
Yep, definitely.
Have you tried the fruity strawberry beer?
Don't think so.
We did what did we do yesterday? Strawberry Bomb, the sour from Tiny Rebel.
Tiny Rebel, yeah.
That didn't go well.
Yeah, I was pretty funny at the intro on that, Scott, when you were sort of pulling faces a bit. That was cracking me up a little bit, mate.
Well, it's always her that's pulling the face. I think it's time that I should start pulling some as well. It's only fair, really.
I think you should try ciders.
So we have said that we should mix it up a little bit, because obviously it's always me that's making her try the stuff that she doesn't like. So it's only fair that you have done that.
I think we've done it once. Well, I said, I think you should try this.
I'm not up for that.
Because I like sweet drinks. That's the thing. So if it's really sour, I don't enjoy it at all.
I'll tell you what we did try yesterday as well, which will go up on Friday, which I thought was appalling, was the Big Milk Stout, the London Beer Factory. But it just wasn't stout. It was the body of it. Yeah,
I found that when I did it. I'm sort of sitting on the fence with that one. I need to have another can of that to sort of make my mind up with it. But the review, it was a bit, the body let it down for me on that. The flavours were there. It was just the mouthfeel was just...
It was weird, wasn't it? For a stout, it was just...
Yeah. I mean, if it was 4.5%, 5%, then fair enough. But to label it as an imperial stout and have a thin body on it...
How does it get labelled an imperial stout at 7.5%?
Well, yeah.
I don't get it. Surely that's 8, 9.
Well, that's what I thought. I always thought it was overrated myself, but you know, there's a few double IPAs out that are
6.5. No, it's not right, is it?
It's not happening, is it?
Have another mouthful, Wanda. Come on.
What do you rate this anyway, Dean? Out of 10, would you say?
I mean, I don't normally give ratings to beers, but if I did, it's a solid. Pardon me. It's a solid 9 out of 10. I'd give it.
What would you give it?
I wouldn't disagree. I think the problem. it's got the Brewdog taste in it. All the Brewdog beers do have. You can tell a Brewdog beer from a mile away. If you were doing a blind taste on them, I don't know. I've seen Simon's reviews on them, and I think he's right. Whether it's the yeast, but there's something going on in all of their beers where you can actually pick them out, whether it's the aroma or the taste a mile away.
Yeah, it's like Thornbridge as well for me.
Yeah,
absolutely. With
I don't know. I think what Hazy Jane's got a problem with now, in certainly at this 440, I think at 330 ml in the bottles. I think that they sell because what they 4 for £6. That's about right. I think.
Yeah.
I think they sell really well in Tesco's at 4 for £6. At the £3 price range, it's still a good price, but they're contending with Lost Cosmonauts. They're contending with the Brewdog and Cloudwater NEIPA now. You've got Love and Hate, and I think that's where this one might struggle a little bit.
Yeah, because it's been around for a while. Just interesting to know what Brewdog was thinking. I would have gone down the road of maybe creating a brand new beer and putting it in a 440, opposed to revamping a beer that's been around for a while. But yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I think it's a solid beer. But like you say, that there are others around that are maybe just that little bit more exciting.
I think. I mean, when I first tasted Hazy Jane in the Brewdog, I mean, I loved it, and it's not to say I don't like it now, because as I say, and as we said, it doesn't drink like a 7.5% beer.
No.
So when we finish it, I'll be gone, and I won't have realised I've drunk that, and I'll be off to something else. Whereas you've got some of the other stuff in there, probably just tips it. I mean, I going backwards and forwards with Lost Cosmonauts and the Brewdog and Cloudwater for the top two in Tesco's. I'm still on the fence on them for different reasons. I like Lost Cosmonauts because of the bitterness that the Brewdog doesn't have. But then the Brewdog doesn't. Again, that Brewdog Cloudwater doesn't drink like a 6%.
No, again, it's another like juice drink almost for me.
Yeah.
It's like that one, you know, Hazy Jane. It's just got that chuggability factor to it in bucket loads. You could just keep drinking it, and then it'll just bang, it'll get you then, wouldn't it? Because of the
you go out for a bit of fresh air and you don't know where the hell you are.
Yeah.
Like Wednesday night when I'd had too many.
Right, I'm just going to have a look at the comments because we've got a few that have come in. Okay, so we got Safadal. Where is the beer? We've already cracked on with that, mate. We got Hazy Jane on the go. Kent Beer Reviews. Craig, hello, mate. Cheers, people.
Cheers, Craig.
And then Grant Cooper. Hazy Jane, indeed. Craig again. Great seeing Wanda be a Wanda live. Yeah,
thanks for the messages on Instagram earlier. It's appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good thing about this community. It's you get real sound people.
I put a post on Instagram yesterday. So I started this up in June. We hit 1,000 followers on Instagram the other day. So I only started it for sort of a bit of a laugh, a bit of a hobby, something that I can get Wanda involved in as well. She's
I've never tried so many beers in all my life.
good sport, you know, doesn't like beers, quite happy to sit and try them and have me take the mickey out of her for trying them, you know. And but to be fair, I've met some really nice people, you know, people that are encouraging. The beer hooligan was one of them. He was very encouraging.
Yeah, Mark, he's sound, yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy on Instagram, the Beer Monkey, good as gold. Yourself, Craig. It's nice that you're right. It is a little community.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
you sort of take care of each other, and it's nice to see. There's too many people out there willing to sort of belittle, push you off.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been going a while now, haven't you?
I started back in Jan 16.
Right. Okay.
And again, you know, watching various YouTubers that have been going for ages, Obscene, Simon, Real
Yeah,
Elcraft.
I've had messages from Rob as well. I spoke to Rob.
Yeah, it was top fellas, absolutely top fellas. And there was a guy as well. He's not doing it anymore now, and he's Adam's Craft Beer channel. And basically, Obscene and Adam more than Simon, really. Little words of encouragement on Facebook. I just started out.
Yeah.
You know, it can be a bit daunting turning the camera on and waffling a load of shit, you know. But
luckily, I'm good at that.
But you just switch off in the end and just get on with it. I mean, I don't edit anything. I just turn it on and just cross my fingers and just hope for the best, really.
Well, I think that's the best way, Dean, because I think if you I mean, we don't edit.
Even when I hurt myself,
I don't know how. I'll do it on my phone and then I'll just upload it. So I'm not interested in editing. And I think at that point you come across more as a person because you're not jump cutting, you're not doing all this bollocks.
Yeah.
Do it. No, and I ain't got time to do that. I'm too busy in my normal job.
No.
But you do switch off when I waffle.
See, I switched off them.
But yeah, like, I mean, doing stuff like this with you guys, you know, just giving you a little bit of a boost. And
no, we appreciate it.
Yeah, get you some more.
Had a nervous stomach all day because she's been.
I'm still getting used to everything, to be honest with you.
But the way I look at it is, she's the photogenic one. I'm just the beast sat in the corner, passing the beers over to her.
Yeah.
No, fair play to both of you. Seriously, I mean that. Fair play to both of you. I mean, yes, Scott, you've got a passion for trying beers, and fair play to you, Wanda, for sitting there and experimenting with it. Really, you know,
putting the stupid faces when she tries them.
I'm doing it for him.
That's love, that is, mate. That is love.
It is love, isn't it? You don't realise what you've got.
You
don't realise what you've got until they sort of where she lets me go and buy a shed so I can decorate it, so I can make videos of it.
Yeah. Embracing the geek within, that is.
And the Star Wars geek.
Oh, well, touche there, mate. Touche.
Yeah.
I've got a place to go where we fall out.
That's all you wanted it for, really.
So, the new Tesco range.
Yep.
Been a bit hit and miss.
Yes, more so with this lot, I think, than the April batch.
Yeah, there was a lot to like in the April batch, but I made the point on the big stout video that we're going to do on Friday is that are we looking for too much from these £3 beers now, because they were so good generally as a whole in April. The new ones were coming out because they were so good that we're now looking too closely into them and expecting too much from them.
Yeah, there's definitely some truth in that statement. Going back to beers like Love and Hate and the Breakfast Waffle Stout.
The Waffle Stout, lovely.
Absolutely fantastic. Both beers, fantastic, you know, in their own right with their styles. That set the bloody bar a bit high for the next lot. For me, my personal opinion, I think there's a few that have actually succeeded.
Yep.
But there's a few that have just,
I think the because obviously when they brought the stuff out in April, there wasn't a lot of stouts or porters, so it was mainly IPA, pale ales, all that sort of stuff. So obviously there was a cry out for stouts. Obviously they've put some more stouts out now. I've seen a couple of reviews for the donut stout. I haven't managed to pick one of those up yet. I know it hasn't been particularly favourable.
Remember when we tried the jam donut Tiny Rebel? I actually thought it might have tasted like jam donut.
Right, let's change, just a swift change of subject here, and then we'll come back to the stouts. We have a minor problem with Wanda, where she'll see something on a label.
I think
so she'll see jam donut or milkshake or anything like that. Her instant brain is to say, "Oh, I like them," not realising there's alcohol involved in them. So at that point, she'll open like the jam donut pale ale from Tiny Rebel, and she thinks, "Oh, what was the one we had last week?" You thought it was like Snickers. It was going to be like a Snickers
because
bar in
it
a
was-
tin.
On the tin it said it was nutty.
Oh,
and it was chocolate flavour, and I thought, oh, it's going to taste like a Snicker.
It was the praline.
Yeah. We had the same floor on that.
Still
Yeah.
don't know, but
Chocolatey and nutty, and I thought, oh, it's going to taste like a Snicker. It really didn't.
No.
Well, no Snicker.
I mean, going back to that Tiny Rebel Pump Up the Jam, I quite enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty decent.
I liked it. I liked it.
It wasn't a donut.
She just it wasn't a damn donut.
It didn't taste very sweet.
Quite on words, in it, but I think it's just a.
I really like. I like what I like about Tiny Rebel is they don't always get it right, but they're different, and the things they're doing are different, and I like that.
Yeah, I think they've come on leaps and bounds over the past sort of 3 or 4 years as well, from what they were doing before in the past.
Yeah, we picked up. They knew they got a NEIPA. Something about being cool. It's okay to be cool. The one
Cool
with
kids. I've seen that about.
Yeah, I haven't had a try of that yet. So that looks all right.
You got another drink called Alan.
Alan, we've got Verdant's Alan.
Alan, yeah. Alan, they're fabulous beers.
Yeah, so there's a few. Okay, I'm going to keep trying to find stuff that she's going to like.
Yeah, but my number one is an actual beer. On my chart, number one, Backers, that's an actual beer.
But there is another one, because the one that Wanda liked was the cherry. I think there's a raspberry one as well.
Yeah.
I think.
So if it tastes sweet, if it's a sweet beer, then
it's quite funny. We're going to the supermarket. Wanda's going to the veg. I'm going to the beer.
I go in and get the rest. I'll see you in the beer section in a minute. That keeps him entertained while I go shopping, you see.
I'm guilty. I do exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's a man thing.
Yeah, straight to the aisle. Oh, well, I'll do a couple of lanes with her, and then it'll be like, nah, I'm gonna have a wander down the beer aisle and just see what's happening, sort of thing.
Just stay there for an hour or so.
They've got in Tesco's. They've got a craft beer pack, which is £12, and you get a Taku glass with it.
Oh, okay.
But the beers in it are you've got the Thornbridge and Magic Rock. Is it Yalamoo, West Coast?
Yalamoo, yeah.
Then you've got the double dry hopped pale ale from Wildcard. And then there's another one in there. I think it might be a Magic Rock. It might be Luminance, actually.
See, I like Luminance.
Yeah.
That's up there. That's a great beer for, again, in that range. It's one of their best ones.
Yeah, Magic Rock. They make some pretty decent stuff. Magic Rock. I can't knock them.
Well, people had to go for selling out, but at the end of the day, they're a business. It's a business.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, yeah. It's progression, isn't it?
Well, as long as they keep making good beer and people can get hold of it, then it doesn't matter, does it?
I'll tell you what I'm gutted today. You know when we went to Disneyland?
Oh no. Yeah, go on.
They had Disneyland glasses with Disneyland Castle on and everything, like pint glasses, normal glasses like this.
That's a Teku.
A Teku one. They had all different ones. We didn't get any. I'm very sad.
You never got a Taku glass with Mickey Mouse on it. Shame on you.
I'm really sad about that. I think we should go back just to get them glasses. But can we go back for a whole week again and then we can get them glasses?
See, we're lucky. Wanda's eldest daughter works for Disneyland, so we get big discounts. Right.
Never been myself, but I'm sure it's a blast.
Wanda's Disney, I'm Star Wars, so we work somewhere in the middle, mate, to be fair.
Yeah.
You don't like Star Wars at all, Wanda?
No, I've not really watched them. I don't think I've watched a couple of films with you, haven't I? But it's no Beauty and the Beast, is it? I love Beauty and the Beast. It's my favourite.
Phantom Menace, Beauty and the Beast, Phantom Menace.
Have you seen did you see the changing the subject? Did you see the poster for episode 9 that was released yesterday? No. Right, 2 seconds.
Where are you going?
Look at your phone. Don't get it.
Coming up.
Right, I will just check on the comments.
Yeah, by all means.
Where we got? Well, we? What are we up to? Paul Thrupp. Yeah, we haven't read that one. It's gone off, mate.
Right, hang on.
Not really sure what it's got.
So you've got
Just
the Emperor in the background, and Ray and Finn. Ray and Kylo Ren fighting.
Okay.
Apparently, the new trailer is going to be released tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll be good. Right, evening, lads and lasses. Cracking evening. Few cheeky ales, indeed. Soaking drunk. Editing your videos is cheating. It's the best way to roll. Go with it. Yeah, indeed, mate.
Well, because I don't disagree with that at all. I don't know how to edit it anyway.
ours. And there's quite a few things we probably could edit, but we don't. He just does it.
Let it roll. Direct to scale you got today. Session ale, really, isn't it, Scott? Let's
Yeah. It's actually there's too much alcohol for it to be a session ale, but
it drinks like it.
But the problem being is absolutely doesn't drink like it. So before you've had 3 or 4, Wanda would be comatose at that point.
Yeah.
And take me one.
Yeah, very, very, very deceiving beer. But like most beers today, though, you know, you can have a few sort of like double IPAs or imperial stouts, and the ABV is hidden so well, it's just scary.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the milk stout, the big milk stout, although I wasn't a fan of it, the ABV in there, well, that was 7.5, wasn't it? You wasn't getting any of that.
No. Yeah, their dance juice.
Oh.
That was 7.5%, and that was bouzy as anything for me. That was horrible. It was just so alcoholic tasting. It was
all booze. There was nothing else to it. I mean, I bought that before we started the channel, and I had it one night. I thought, and I was excited because I liked the can. I thought the can on it was an instant draw to you. You could have walked into a Tesco's, and even if you didn't know what you were on about, you'd been drawn to that can. You get it home, open it up, and it was vile.
Yeah, I felt cheated with that beer, to be honest.
But it's a shame, really, because London Beer Factory, Wanda had hazy days, and she really liked it.
You did actually, didn't I?
Yeah, I quite liked it today. I thought that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that dance juice, that was a disappointment, big time. I know they've done a few others which I haven't got around to doing. They did is it Berliner Heist or something like that?
Yeah, in there. Yeah.
I've never got around to that one, and I think there was another one out as well. But
it's one of those ones on the shelf that if I go in there looking for something, for some reason, I never stop at it. I go for something else, and I don't know why.
What is your go-to beer then at the moment?
What, in Tesco's?
Well, anywhere.
The one I drink the most of, which is I think I said on one of the videos, is Punk IPA. For the reason being, it's cheap and it's accessible. As a drink that I would go into the supermarket and buy, I'd buy one of each, and I know it's a cheat. I would buy Lost Cosmonauts when it's available, and it seems to be more available now because it went through that real bad stock issue when it first came out, where obviously everybody was buying it. I like the Brewdog and Cloudwater is great, and Love and Hate. I would buy those 3 in Tesco's. Outside of Tesco's, the best beer I've tried this year would be Comfort Settings by Verdon and Wylam. Because I love that. We'd had a horrendous night the night before where we broke down. It took us 10 hours to get home, so I was looking for something to lighten the mood. So when I got that, and it was fantastic. That was a superb beer. How about yourself?
I wouldn't go that far away from what you said regarding supermarket beers. Yeah, I'm definitely all over the Brewdog and Cloudwater at the moment. Why I can get it.
I've noticed on Instagram, it's been getting. I think people are taking it as an excuse to have a bit of a pop at it, because obviously it's been slightly rebranded from the version. Was it version 2 from last?
Yeah, V1. I think V1 was done at Brewdog, and then V2 was done at Cloudwater, or vice versa. I can't quite remember.
But I know people are saying that it's been blown out of all proportion and it's not as good as people are saying it is. I think that's a bit cheap, if I'm honest. I think it's
We really love it.
for £3. Where are you going to get a beer that good anywhere else for street beer?
Yeah. I don't really sort of get involved with any of that cobblers, to be honest. For me, it's a very, very well made beer for £3. Some people still might find that expensive. You know, that's just how it is. To me, it's an absolute steal.
We went into the bottle shop down here, the Beer Musketeer, on Friday.
Yeah, great shop.
Oh, he's great. I bought 2 Tony Rebels, I bought 1 to 2 craft ciders. I bought a can of Allen. I bought what did I buy? A growler full of some NEIPA that I polished off fairly quickly. I don't even know what it was, but it reminded me of the Funk X Punk, which that's another one I really like. I'm a massive fan of the Funk X Punk.
Yeah.
But I know that's a very divisive beer. It's a Marmite beer. You're going to love that or you're going to hate that.
I did a live review with Christoph and the Beer Hooligan on that beer. At the time, I thought it was all right. I need to go back to that again, though. It's one of them sort of beers.
It is a fence sitter, I think.
Yeah. But there's a lot of beers out there that are like that.
I think it's one of those ones you're like, I think it's either you don't like it or you like it. I think it's a very Marmite beer, that one.
Yeah.
So you're doing a cider hangout, I think, with our degustation, are you, with dodgy ciders?
Dodgy next Saturday, that is. Yeah. Frosty Jacks and Old Rosie. So like 2 litres or something like that. It's in one of them big, the old, the scrumpy jugs.
See, Wanda likes cider, but she doesn't like really appley cider.
Without the extras, I like the strawberry one.
Yeah, actually, for me, sweet. I don't mind the cider. As far as I go, it's Magners or Bulmers, and that's it.
See, in the tomorrow's a bank holiday. I thought I was working tomorrow. I was gutted, but then I realised there's a bank holiday. I thought that's all right. So in the sunshine, Magners pear cider, or just a straight Magners. I'm all over that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. But it's nice to mess about. I mean, it's a bit of fun next Saturday, to be honest. It's just I think I probably like the Old Rosie over the Frosty Jacks, but we'll see.
I've had Old Rosie ages and ages, that's years ago. So I'll be interested to see what you make.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do all 2 litres of it.
I'm sure you'll have a go.
I'll try.
What about Christoph? Is he going to be able to neck all that?
Oh, no problem. Oh, he's used to Baltic porters at like 11%, and it's like drinking a lager to him.
I mean, but at Christmas, I don't know if it's on YouTube, because for the first probably 3 or 4 videos that we did, I literally just did about a 10-second snippet of Wanda trying these beers, and then just had about 8 or 9 of them, and then I'll just chuck them on. Obviously, it developed from there. But there was one of them trying Brewdog's Christmas 10-ton truck Imperial Stout, which was about, I think it was 13%.
Didn't like it.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
I suppose that would have been. What flavours did you get from that then, Wanda, when you had your Imperial Stout? Was it just harsh and overbearing?
Tobacco, wasn't it?
Quite tobacco-y.
It just showed it tastes of tobacco.
Yeah, even though I'm not a smoker. I just thought it reminds me of tobacco.
I do like a good Imperial Stout, especially when it gets dark and cold.
When the winter comes along,
yeah,
they are quite. See, I've only sort of started getting into the stouts really in probably the last year or so. So I'm just going to watch this out. So yeah, it's been interesting for me as well. So obviously, I started off with pale ales and IPAs, and then sort of I think Wanda's brother bought me a box from Beer 52, and quite a lot some of the stuff out of that, and there was obviously porters and stouts and other things involved in that. So as Wanda's taste buds are changing. So have mine as well. So it's a learning curve for me as well. I'm on a journey just as much as as Wanda is. She loved the Lacatrina from Wanda Beyond, where I had to bribe her with chocolate to try it because she hated every second of it.
Gave me anxiety issues.
Yeah.
I was getting anxious.
At the end of the day, you're not going to like everything, are you? That's just how it is. As long as you can accept that.
If it's too sweet, it might be a different story.
I think also on the channel when I first started it, I was very conscious not to try and offend people by saying if I didn't like it. Whereas now, if I don't like it,
You don't like it.
Don't like it. At the end of the day, what does it matter?
Everybody's taste buds are different at the end of the day. If, you could get something out of one beer and I couldn't.
Yep.
And vice versa. It doesn't make me right and it don't make you right. It's just how it is. It's just what you're tasting here and now.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Individual taste is a funny thing, isn't it? And that's what makes the beer thing interesting, because there's something out there for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
I like all sweet drinks. You like all the sour and bitter ones.
She's sweet, I'm sour. It's true, isn't it?
You need to do more ciders though, Scott. You need to appease there, mate.
Yeah, there's one I want to try.
Are you saying I'm being selfish?
No.
Or am I applying my own taste buds to the channel where I should be helping Wanda a bit more?
Yeah, go with that.
That's better, isn't it?
There is a Copperberg I want to try. I've not
I said to you about that
yet.
when you were live with Christoph, the black.
Copperberg.
Yeah.
I've not tried that one yet.
Is this in cans or bottles?
I've only seen it in a keg at the minute.
I think it's in a keg.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
pint cover, is it, or something?
Probably in a bottle or keg. I don't know. We haven't really looked, but that's the only time I've seen it.
We saw it in Morrison's or Alice's, didn't we? One of the, I can't remember which one it was in.
There was like a keg of it. And I was like, oh, what's that? So I don't know.
Right, let me just go back to the comments.
Yeah.
Rob, evening, Rob. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
You're up.
Evening.
Then Craig comments, yo, Rob. Pull through. What's he put? I'm going back to my roots and just having a few cheeky spitfires.
Oh, blimey, Spitfire. That's a blast from the past.
Fair play. As long as you enjoy it, mate, that's all that matters. And then Beer again. Hi all, how's it going? I've done my Wesley 12 v Trappist Rockford 10 battle. I'll have to check that one out.
He's been on about that, hasn't he? He's been on about that for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Do the best beer in the world.
In beers.
I'll have a look at that when we finished.
Pairing off with that, yeah, that'll be interesting. Soaking drunk, get your
gin into a Copperberg cider. Actually, they're doing a Copperberg gin, aren't they? I have seen it. Someone has said, one of my friends has said about it to me.
They're doing what?
Copperberg gin. There is a Copperberg gin, actually.
You don't drink gin, though?
No.
But I tell you will do from there. Give it a try.
I think it's pink.
Sheppies and Henry Weston's for me. Sheppies, I might have tried that before. That rings a bell.
Yeah, rings a bell.
Soaking drunk.
10 ton truck. Jesus Christ. To be fair, even I was struggling on that.
And then
tried it.
I tried it.
Beer Hooligan, he's back again. Great to see you live. You guys wonder. Yeah, definitely a fantastic concept you two guys have got there.
He's been great, Mark, actually. I'd like to say thank you, Mark. He's a top man.
Yeah. Mr. Ronald. Hi, Dean. How's it going? First time I've tried. I've heard these guys. Yeah, check them out. Yeah, please do check them out. This is what it's all about. It's just I stumbled across these chaps over on Instagram about a month or so ago, and found out they had a YouTube channel. So it's just how it is. You find all these people sort of hiding around, and then they appear, and you're like, wow, where have you been, sort of thing. So, yeah, promoting the channel, why not?
Yeah, Ronald, we don't profess to be any we're no experts at the end of the day. I'm a guy that likes craft beer. I'm lucky that my fiance Wanda is going to indulge in my in my slightly weird sort of obsession. I can go and sit in our shed and I can make her drink beers and try and find something she's going to like, mate. I've had some successes, some massive failures as well, so it evens itself out.
Yeah, we just do it for fun.
And it's for fun.
I got a little bit of dedication from my wife yesterday when we were traipsing around Southampton and trying to find Brewdog, and we must have walked about 2 or 3 miles. We found it in the end, but she persisted with it.
It's right down the back street. You'd never find it, would you?
No, we managed to get it, and I picked up a can of their is it Bird Brain Barracuda, is it, or something like that? A rum aged porter, 9.2%.
Okay.
So that'll be coming up within the next couple of days.
We were in London on Wednesday, and we went into Brewdog in 7 Dials, and I had the Walking Dead Rambling Society. It was all right. We're both beer lovers. There you go.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, we haven't argued. The trouble is, everyone just shouting at me, trying to get me to take the beer away.
And if you're still watching, Mark, we're due for an hangout soon, buddy, because it's been a while.
That's all I need. Yes. All mine.
He's got to put up with me.
I think it's, to be fair, it's definitely the other way round.
Fair play to you. So when's the big day then?
March, not next year, the year after. Proposed on stage, probably never. Have you heard of Pearl Jam?
Yeah.
So there's a tribute group, but Pearl Jam are my favourite group. Introduced Wanda to them when we got together about 2.5 years ago. Both been divorced. Shit times. Just met in the pub. We did, didn't we?
Yeah, we
met
did.
in the pub quite naturally, which is unusual in this day and age. It doesn't happen. So started seeing each other. She got two girls. I've got a son. Families come together, and we arranged. There's a tribute group to Pearl Jam with 2 M's. Great guys, and I arranged. They had a big gig last year in London. I got arranged to get up on stage and ask Wanda to marry me in front of 600 people.
Wow.
Luckily, she said yes. Otherwise, it would have been one fucking long drive home.
Yeah, you would have been crawling backstage, weren't you, under the curtain if she'd said
I'll tell you what, it would have been a bit iffy when we got up in the morning. So that's who we went to see on Wednesday. There, it was great. So yeah, I didn't want to get married again. I've only been recently divorced, a year and a half.
Yeah.
Horrible stuff. But do you know what? When you meet someone like Wanda, you know that you've done all right.
Weirdo.
You've done all right for yourself. You know, she's good as gold. So yeah, we've got about 18 months, and then we're I'll be legging it.
Yeah.
You have to have a couple of stiff drinks to steady the nerves, mate.
She's told me I'm not allowed to drink on the day.
Oh.
I know what he's like. I know what he's like.
You'll have to go under the radar then, won't you?
I said that wait until the vows are done, and then he can go and do what he wants then, because I know what he's like. I'll be holding him up otherwise at the in front of the registrar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like.
Yeah, no worries, Mark. No worries. Okay.
Okay.
So we don't go over to Southampton that often, but we it's only a train. It's only about 20 minutes on the train,
Yeah.
isn't they? And we've been invited over to a pub to do some live beer reviews over there. So maybe we'll check that out while we're over there.
I forget what the name of there's definitely a little Belgian bar, and you went downstairs. There was a gym bar upstairs, and we went downstairs. It's lovely, cozy little place, good tap lineup, plenty of bottles in the fridge and stuff. You know, good selection and loads of cider as well.
There's more, although it's going to pain me to say this, obviously with the rivalry between the two cities, but there are more craft places in Southampton than are in Portsmouth. And Portsmouth as a city
places are cropping up,
needs to sort that out a little bit. There are, I don't know if you've heard of Staggeringly Good.
Yeah.
They're down here, down by Fratton Park.
Them.
They're fantastic. Some of their stuff's brilliant.
Yeah, it's been a long while since I've been to Portsmouth. I used to deliver a lot to Gunwharf.
Okay.
Been there quite a lot. And
they do Staggeringly Good have got the Queensbury Rules fruit punch in a can. If you send me your address, I'll send you one up. It's fantastic. Even Wanda, I think that's about 7%, but they don't actually know what the percentage is because it keeps changing. It's phenomenal. It's a great drink.
Super. Okay, we're up to date on the comments. Yep, no more comments. So, guys, I don't know. Do you want to keep rolling or?
It's up to you, mate. I've got more beers in the fridge. I'll go all night.
I'll go and grab another beer then. We'll just keep chatting for a bit more then.
You're leaving me here. Someone's leaving me. Oh God. I don't like it.
Have you got a cider or anything, Wanda?
No.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, you had one.
Oh. It left me. I don't like it. Oh, come back. Oh, come back. It left me.
You crying?
Yes, someone's back. He's back.
He's not coming.
Oh, you left me.
You left me.
You left me.
There you go.
Could you?
See what's down for you. I'm a good person, I am. The Wanda's got cider now, Dean.
Cool. What are you drinking?
This was picked up yesterday in Lidl's.
To try it because it was only 99p. It's how would you say that, Scott?
Sotma.
Sotma?
Okay, that's obviously their version of Coperberg, is it? Then I'm guessing.
Yeah, it would appear to be the in-house version of.
In-house version.
Only 99p as well.
I need to get myself down to Lidl, to be honest, because I saw.
A couple of portions. There's about 36 of them.
I saw Brewdog, and he reviewed a can of beer from there. It was a dark lager he did. He's pretty impressed with that. I think it was like £1.70 or something like that, and he was really made up with it.
I've got one. Hang on, 2 seconds.
Where are you going now?
Oh,
You leaving me again? Oh, I just had to sneeze. I think I should get him to try this. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, go for it. Make him down it. No, not down it. Because they've been on left.
These other drinks.
So I've changed my mind, Dean. I was going to go to my go-to because it's the only thing really, apart from stuff in the shed.
Yeah.
I was going to go with that. But as we're talking about Lidl's, I picked this one up yesterday.
Yeah, I've seen that about. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have had it.
Yeah,
can't remember.
Yeah, you have. Ages ago, though.
It's about £1, wasn't
it? Sorry?
It's about £1 a can, that isn't it?
99p.
Can you try this though? I think you should, because you make me try all your beers.
No, that's only fair. I don't disagree with that.
I think you should try the cider. So it's 4%.
Okay.
And it's strawberry and lime.
Just seeing if it said anything on the back, but there's it's quite light on detail, I have to say.
So it's a little one, isn't
I've just finished off the Hazy James. So. Jesus. Well, you're definitely getting the strawberry.
Quite sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. And how do you get on with ciders?
Apple. That's about it.
See, to me, it just looks like Cherryade.
Yeah.
I've got a decent bloody laptop or something
I
for
like
this shit.
Cherryade.
For camera. But that's.
I can't remember the last time I had Cherryade, but I remember liking it. Hello?
It's very sweet. Well, it's very sweet. I'll have
sweet
a go.
drinks though, don't I?
Actually,
Is it nice? Do you like it?
it's not as sweet as Copperberg. What I find, and I think Wanda will tell you the same. Actually, Copperberg, the carbonation in Copperbergs make them almost undrinkable for me. It's just it's too fizzy. That I could drink that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's the first time.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. Well, I would. It's a bit sweet, but
I've
it's
not tried this little one. We just looked at see if they did
you
ciders.
you picked one up. You had one last night because we were sat on the sofa, and I didn't want. To be fair, I just didn't
Watch the
fancy a
film
drink.
and
Watching
we
a
just
film.
thought.
I didn't want to drink, so I picked one out of the fridge just because Wanda won't drink on her own.
Mhm.
So I opened the cider up and then put the beer beside me, but didn't actually open it. And she took what was that?
That was
Mixed fruit.
Mixed fruit.
What was that
Mixed
like?
berry,
You said it was a bit.
That was quite sweet, that one. But I didn't give it a chance, to be honest.
No.
We should meet in the middle and have a snake bite.
She'd die.
If you want to see me just go, it would happen.
Yeah, I'm sure we can arrange that.
It doesn't take me a lot, to be fair.
Well, I've cracked open a beer from the Beer 52 box. Probably ain't going to see it with the light. Beer Vog, is it, or something like that?
Yeah.
Pale ale. It's a bit malt forward for me. I don't really dig it in pale ales.
Right, I've got this one out. Let's have a look. So this is plunged orange pale ale. My eyes are a bit wonky these days. I can't actually see what it says on the tin. And why do they always put colours on colours you can't read?
It's right.
It's not my eyes. My eyes are perfectly good for 44 years old.
Punchy and refreshing with a tangy orange sharpness.
Bloody women. I told you her eyes got better.
Yeah, I went to opticians the other day. They said my eyes actually got better. And I was like, oh, okay. That's new. Not heard that
So what did it
before.
say? Punchy? Read it again because I can't see that.
Punchy and refreshing with a tangy orange sharpness.
Right, okay.
This is really nice.
I'll tell you what, you're getting the orange.
Nice.
Quite malty.
For 99p, this cider's really nice. Can't go wrong for £1, can you really? That's it, £3 and
Like Lidl, I think they do make some. A lot of people think it's all crap, and they do make some pretty good stuff, and food wise as well. You know, I mean the beer.
Well, if you go back to 10 years ago when Lidl, how long has my mum been gone? Actually, so 12 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, where Lidl were just getting their foot into the supermarkets in Britain. It was seen as if you shopped in Lidl, you were like the cheap people because it was all the crap. But now their range for the price is phenomenal, and you can see it because they're springing up everywhere. Saying Portsmouth, we're I think it's something like a 6x4 square mile island, and we've got 4 of them.
Yeah. Wow. But it's in local area though.
I mean, we've got one in walking distance.
For people to get there, isn't it? So
yeah, and their prices, I mean, 99p.
Yeah, fair play to it.
You know, and it's
£5 and I'm done.
It's all right, you know. It's not going to knock the socks off anybody. Yeah,
it'll do. It will do the job.
That's really orangey.
Very orangey.
You can smell the orange in that. Hang on, I forgot to do the thing. What's it called? When you do that?
He's laughing now. You're releasing the aroma into the beer, Wanda.
Yeah, you got to as well.
Into it.
What,
Yeah, get your finger up. No, like
am I
this.
holding it wrong?
Like that.
What?
And hold your finger. If you do like that, and hold your finger
I'm
out.
going to drop it if I do that.
You'd never do one of these again, mate, will you? You'll have lost about 20.
I'll look for another one then with you.
Hang on. Yeah, not for me. I'm going to have my cider now. It's got a bitterness in it. I don't like the bitterness in it. It's probably because it's quite zesty with the orange. That's why.
And also you got to take into account. Have you just had some of
Yeah.
your? So you just had some of the cider, which is obviously very sweet, and now had something on the bitter end of that. It's going to amplify the bitterness.
Yeah, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, Dean?
It's a beer 52 beer out of this month's box from Brewdog. I've never had anything before from them, but it's a pale ale.
What do you make of the beer 52?
It's a bit malty for me. I don't really like it.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think of beer 52? Value or not value?
At first, I was quite impressed with them, but I'm starting to get a bit bored with it now.
See, I signed up for. I got the first one, which was the Citizens of Everywhere project, which was a couple of months back, where I signed up and got it all for like £5.
Yeah.
You then obviously got to sign up, and then you get them every month. I got this month's through, and I'm like, yeah, they're all good, but it's not. I'd rather be able to choose the beers that I want.
Yeah, that's what's doing it for me as well. I like that freedom to go into a bottle shop or online web shop and just, I want one of them. I want one of them. I want one of them.
I like the look of that. That's drawing me in. That's drawing that.
Yeah, I think I'm over that sort of surprise thing now, where almost beer 52, you're getting 10 beers or 8 beers, and you're probably getting 2 brewers out of that. Maybe 3.
You might like it, you don't.
I want variety, and it doesn't really give it me that anymore. So I might knock it on the head, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I've said the same, haven't I? I've got that many beers in that bloody shed now. I don't know where I'm coming or going. To be fair.
Yeah, I'm the same in my cupboard.
I know.
My missus, oh, more beer.
I know she kicked you out of the kitchen not long ago to the shed.
I've got beer everywhere. I'll have to just drink it quicker, won't I?
Yeah.
Right, let's just go back to the comments. Beer hooligan. Like a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Meantime. Yeah, I used to be a bit of a fan of Meantime as well when I was first getting into it.
Is that the one with the car on the front? The red car?
Oh, it's Greenwich, isn't it? You've got like the they used to be in really quirky little like sort of mini champagne bottles.
I don't know. I've seen that one. I might have done. I had some in...
You buy their beers in Waitrose, and it's like a mini wine bottle, sort of 330 wine bottle. IPA, porter, stout. I think they did a lager. All pretty decent beers back then. But
I've seen them.
Again, a brewery that's got bought out by, I think it was Molson Coors or maybe Asahi, and the rebranding changed, and the beers have gone a little bit down for me. Opinions on Simon, or is it me, or does he love every beer he tastes? Not every beer, no. There's been a few absolutely horrendous beers that he's destroyed and slated. You just need to just go back on his videos and just check some videos.
I think he's generally quite fair on his beer reviews. I mean, I've seen quite a few of them. I think did he do one the other day where he's given a couple of 1 out of 10 this week. I like that Simon's obviously he's diversified into food. So I see somewhere where he's going with
a little bit different.
Yeah, but I think what would help him maybe is 1 out of 10. I noticed someone actually commented on this on one of his videos. Is 1 out of 10 for anything? It's quite a broad scale. If you go 1 out of 5, you can meet somewhere in the middle a little bit more, and I think that may possibly help him out. But then who am I to?
Yeah.
Who am I to advise on someone that's got?
I mean,
8,000 subscribers.
Simon's Simon at the end of the day. I mean, he's leaps and bounds ahead of all of us lot here in the UK.
Forever will be.
Yeah, he's like the godfather of UK beer tubing, I suppose.
Absolutely.
You know, love him or hate him. It is what it is. You know, he does a good job.
It's quite funny with Simon because when I started watching YouTube, he was the one that I stumbled across him by complete accident, and I was like, oh, I quite like watching him. And then Wanda come in, like, who are you watching? I'm like, I know it's really boring, but I actually quite like watching his reviews, and I've watched him ever since.
Yeah. You could say a lot of people doing this.
And as Mark said, I think Beer Hooligan said, where the one that got me was when he's washing his car with the Bud.
The Bud, yeah. That's a classic video, that is.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm calling the police.
Oh, he did.
He's watched his windows and all sorts.
Have you ever seen his Bell's birth video?
Is that like the worst beer he ever had?
Worst beer in the world or something, yeah. Bell's birth. And then he did another one, pardon my French, I think it was called Fucking Hell or something like that.
Well, there's used to the swearing with me. The other thing we have a problem with, Dean, is I swear like a trooper. My good lady doesn't swear at all.
But she accepts it.
Unless I stub my foot really hard.
See, if Wanda's to say something, she'd have to spell it out. So Wanda can't say bra, she'd have to say BRA.
Okay. So if you stubbed your foot, you would go...
Sugar had no teeth.
You won't go fucking ouch. You just go...
No, I'll be shouting that laughing. But she'll shout fudge.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. You know, he's started so many people's journeys as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen that Simon gets quite a lot of bad press, but to be fair, I think he tries to be honest in what he says. And as a beer, and as you said earlier, you can only review what you taste.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on it earlier on, saying when you were a bit sort of apprehensive about sort of like slagging something off or putting a bit of a slant on it, but then you thought, fuck it, I'm doing it. I've
got nothing to lose. I've got 41 fucking subscribers. I mean, who are we going to piss off?
I mean, it doesn't matter if you've got 45 subscribers or 45,000 subscribers. You genuinely don't like something, you say it, man. You don't just,
don't like it. Don't like it for the sake of liking it, because that doesn't help anybody. It doesn't create any interest. And if you just like everything you taste, whether you like it or not, there's no interest there at all. I'm lucky that I've liked quite a lot of what we like. Wanda doesn't. So there is a bit of a yin and yang. Yeah. Even if I do like something, but there is stuff that I ever liked. I didn't like the big milk stout that we're going to release this week. Neither of us did. So I'll say it. I personally thought it was the worst beer I've tasted this year.
But I like sweet drinks, and you like bitter. Anyway, everyone's got their own taste palette.
Turn the light on.
Haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Comments.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing, Mark.
Yeah, but you're Mark's very selective on what beers he goes for.
German stuff,
massive Belgium and German beer fan, and fair play to him for doing that, because both of them countries have got years and years of tradition.
Mark's been clever with that, absolutely, because that's the stuff he enjoys. So with his channel, he will concentrate on that, which stands him out
Yeah.
for the rest of us, which is absolutely brilliant. I think that's the best way to go. If you've got a niche, you can find a Mark's got that, and I like that.
Yeah.
And say Mark's been really helpful to us, and we say we don't profess to do anything. We're appreciative of everything. I know he didn't like the nanny state video very much because he doesn't review
820 stuff. No, Mark stays away from that stuff. Stays away from that stuff. Beer.
Can't go wrong with a beer, Wanda.
Tobacco's beer.
And that's why you're beer Wanda.
Yeah, Mark's one of my top sort of top guys that I watch. You know, everyone's got their own little favourites dotted about and stuff. Mark's definitely there for me.
I get up in the morning and see from the people that I follow who's got a new beer or who's got a new view, and I'll have a look at that before I get up. I get up early to go to work, so I'll have a look at the people that have released stuff early in the day, and then those are the ones I go to before I go to work.
I think that's just going back to the comments about Simon. Your liver must love you.
Sarsons have wrote to me recently. They do pickled livers, so they're interested in it.
Pickled liver. I mean, yeah, I've had comments before in the past saying, "Oh, you must be, you know, you not so much now, but when sort of halfway through me starting, you know, you're a pisshead. You must drink shitloads more than you should, sort of thing." And surprisingly, I don't.
No.
It's definitely it seems I probably have a beer a day.
Yep.
A couple or three at weekends and stuff. Depending if I'm working or not, I'm pretty tied down to work. So
when we started the channel, I was trying to get content, not appreciating that there are a couple of things here. Wanda's a preschool teacher, so I have to take that into massive consideration. That her job, she can't be seen to be
Drinking all the
time. I mean, she takes a sip, and that's the end of it. In my job, I drive a van for a living, so I can't be hammered and going to work. So we try and record probably a couple of videos at the weekend when neither of us are working, and then we'll drip feed them for the week.
Yeah.
And there might be an evening where we have a few more, you know, occasions or. Now we just fancy a couple of drinks tonight and have a giggle in the shed.
But I think you're right. I think people see that you've got a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel for reviewing beer, and they instantly think, well,
alky.
I mean, to be fair, I've run a lot. I did the Brighton Marathon back in April, and then I've run for years, but since April, the build up to the marathon just was a nightmare.
Wiped
me out, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have a month off. I'm gonna enjoy my life, and then I'll get back to it. Sadly, that's been 5 months now, and the beer's taken over a little bit.
We've had lots of things happening now.
But we enjoy life, and I think, you know what? Life's too short. You can. You've got kids.
Yeah.
We've got kids.
Although I'm kid free this week.
Bastard. Utter bastard, isn't it?
I've got to go back down there Friday.
How old are they?
16 and 12.
Okay. See, Wanda's got one, a girl that's 21, a girl that's 14, and my son's 12. My son's in Spain at the moment for 3 weeks. So it's not, you're probably at the same sort of stage of life as us, where you're not completely governed by your kids, so you can have a little bit of time to yourselves.
Yeah, as you get older, you get a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, they've only been gone a day, and I'm missing them. You know, it's just we waved them off because they were late, sort of leaving. The boat that they went on, I mean, Jesus Christ, it was like a Star Destroyer. It was massive. They're gone to doing the Meds cruise for a week.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I'd get seasick before we got to the Solent, to be fair.
Well, that's why I stay away from it. I don't do boats. I'll sooner get on a plane and get myself over there that way.
I've only flown once, apparently. I don't know how she got home.
One time.
But yeah, it's nice. And I mean, my son's been out. He's gone to Spain. He's due back on, I think it's Friday. He's due back. So I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. So it's that could be hard. But you know, I had him for 3 weeks. We went to Disneyland for a week. So it works out.
Yeah, cool. Like you say, life's too short. You've got to sort of embrace it, haven't you? And
Rough and smooth, mate. Rough and smooth.
Okay, Mr. Ronald. Yeah,
It's quite good for £1.80.
You can't go wrong. Most of the 330 cans in most of the supermarkets are 180 now, aren't they? It's a hell of a price point to be fair, unless you go to Lidl to get this one for 99p.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
got smashed on a 3 litre.
Oh, white lightning.
White.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah. Case cider and white lightning. They're sort of like.
When I walk up the road, you see. I don't know what the politically correct term for them is anymore. The winos on the on the benches that are still. I still imagine them on the white lightning or the Tenant Super.
Yeah.
I remember drinking white lightning.
Cheap, easy to get.
By 9 million % alcohol, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah.
It makes me feel sick thinking about it.
White spirit in a plastic bottle.
Yeah. All the pissheads around my way now, they've upgraded. They're on a Rangy Boom now, 9% jobber.
I used to quite like a Rangy Boom.
Yeah, I've had the blue before, which is like a 5% lager or whatever it is, but none of that strong tackle for me. Not that.
I was on about the lager. Do you remember the Rangy Boom lager?
Yeah.
That was all right back in the day. It's probably like dishwater now.
Yeah, but it's all sort of that come back a little bit now, hasn't it?
Everything does, doesn't it?
Huh?
Everything does.
Yeah,
it's like a big circle.
Retro, isn't it? Retro beer drinks.
Retro means shit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Simon, beer Simon. Yeah, definitely. He's one of the first UK guys to be doing it.
I wouldn't disagree with that at all.
I suppose it is. Yeah, I suppose it is really when you think about it. When you break it down, it is.
Fair. We did the punk IPA versus the punk alcohol free, and I was quite interested to see what the difference was, which is why I picked it up.
But you can tell straight away.
I mean, obviously, in looks and aroma, you can, but as an alcohol-free beer, obviously, it's not something I'd ever drink, but it has some taste, and for that, I'll give it a point. I would never touch it again, but I was quite interested to see what they've done with it. I mean, the Nanny State was just shocking, just a shocking.
No. So I thought, I mean, I've never reviewed Nanny State, but I tried it a long while back, and I thought it was quite hoppy for what it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, I mean, it's just a tick jobber for me at the end of the day. You've done it, you don't need to do it again. Move on, move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Wanda, we're gonna retire on that.
Okay.
I like Simon, but he repeats the same thing a lot of carbonate. Yeah, I think that, again, maybe we're all guilty of doing that. We've got our own little way of doing something, and it just becomes normal, I
don't think you can criticise people for, and I think I saw Mark say something along this lines that I don't think you can, with beer, there's only so much you can actually say about something. So I don't think you can criticise people for necessarily saying the same things about a beer. Carbonation does push it around your mouth. So
yeah, it's like the old thing. I mean, I've pulled his leg a few times. I can remember me and Harry doing a couple of videos ages ago, because he used to say, "Is it chocolate coffee caramel on dark beers?" You know, like stouts and stuff like that. You know, that was an instant. You know, dark beer, chocolate coffee caramel.
Yeah.
But a bit of fun, you know. There's no malice to that at all. It was just a bit of leg pulling, you know.
But certain things like IPAs. I mean, you could say the thing about most IPAs: grapefruit, pineapple, mango. That's what they're fucking made of.
Yeah.
You know, it's what's in them.
I've done it before. Default orange.
Yep.
It's going to be in an IPA somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Whether you want to dress it up as tangerine, satsuma, or whatever.
Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah.
In there, I get it.
There's only so much you can do with them, and 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the same sort of aromas and tastes. It can be quite boring, but it's what you make out of that. So to criticise somebody for saying the same thing, we're all guilty.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah. You just fall into that sort of like, you know.
It's a trap, and he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah,
and he's successful at it. And you know what? Fair play to the guy. He's doing really well. And that's where it's got in there. Off you go.
Well, he's jetting about all over the world now, so he's doing something right, isn't he?
He's off again this weekend, isn't he? Somewhere I saw.
He's over in Denmark at the moment. That's been, I think, yeah. Brewski and stuff like that. So
the person I do like, and I know he's got quite involved with, is the Blue Van Man. The guy just cracks me up.
What you see is what you get, sort of guy.
Absolutely, and that's what you want. There's no bullshit. There's nothing to do with that. He just says it how he is, and that's the sort of people. I mean, my family from the Midlands, and so I relate to Dave really, really well. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I've enjoyed some of his live reviews that he's done with Simon. What you see is what you get. I like that though. There should be more people on YouTube like that, because I've noticed I mean, some of my kids, I mean, they'll watch all sorts of bullshit on YouTube.
My son just stuff to do with bloody Fortnite.
Well, I've seen them have that than some of these families that walk around filming themselves and stuff. I can't be done with that.
It's hard work, isn't it? But then it'd probably make it's what they do. Well,
they're making a living out of it, so they're doing something right, aren't they?
Absolutely. That's what I tell you what. That is a 99p beer, mate. That's all right, that is.
Would you buy it again?
99p. I'll go and empty the shelf at that.
Okay, what we're up to here? Canberra reviews. Lol, Mr. Ronald. Going to Simon.
That's all true.
Yeah. No, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so.
2 seconds. No, it's true.
For me, I think Obscene's definitely got more knowledge than Simon.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, Rob's got the knowledge.
But again, those guys, like you said, like Simon, Mark, Rob, you. I do kind of like All Hail the Ale.
Yeah, I've started getting into a few of his.
Craig's his name's Nick, isn't it? Nick's all right. You got Craig at Kent Beer Reviews. All honest, and I like that. I like listening and to what you get out of the beers, and it's interesting.
Yeah. Orangey Boom.
Jesus Christ.
18%. That would kill me.
Yeah, interesting to know what that. I'd be curious. I don't think I'd enjoy it, but I'd definitely be curious.
I'll probably be dead.
That's the sharing beer, that is, isn't it?
I think we should have a live one of you trying that one.
No, because they'll probably make me hammered in seconds.
The 1 pint challenge with Wanda.
You better do it on a Friday so she's got through to Monday.
Yeah, no, Mr. Ron. Yeah, no, we know you're only having a bit of a laugh, mate. That's what it's all about. A little bit of banter, that's all. No, I'm done. Yeah, I think we're all up to date on comments. Yeah, we got all them covered. 5 people watching still. Been going for an hour and 20 minutes bang on the dot. I'm enjoying it.
Good question. Cricket fan?
A little bit. I used to play it when I was a little bit younger.
Seen it today?
I haven't seen anything today. I've been working.
Today is a phenomenal day for English cricket, mate. It was unbelievable. Dead and buried yesterday in the Ashes. Had to bat out 2 days or score something like 300 or something. They lost today. The Ashes are gone. They had to get their highest run chase in history, and they had 1 wicket left and managed to win the match. It was phenomenal.
Did you watch it?
I saw most of it today, and obviously we went out to a barbecue at a friend's, but it flashed up on my phone that they needed about 20 odd to win, and I said, look, I'm not going to be rude, but I really need to watch this. And yeah, it's phenomenal. I mean, the first innings was a shower of shit, bowled out for 67, and it's just at that point you don't deserve to win. But what they've done as a cricket team today, I mean, winning the World Cup a few weeks back as well. It's good to see that sport in the country, when it's on its knees, it can come back.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do like test match stuff because it's all sort of like it's all technical, isn't it? It's all strategy. But then again, I do get a kick out of the 2020 stuff where it's just slogging out for the best.
See, I said I wonder about that. Wonder obviously not interested in test match cricket or the length of test match where we got to sit there for 5 bloody days. But I personally think they've got the Rose Bowl up the road from here, up in Botley in Southampton, a 2020 match, I think she'd love that.
Yeah, I've been to Trent Bridge a couple of times.
Whereabouts are you based, Dean?
I'm in Oxfordshire.
Okay.
So I'm not a million miles away from Edgbaston, really. About 40 minutes away from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, been Edgbaston a couple of times. Been Trent Bridge, done Lords, done the Oval.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. My old man's big into it, so he used to drag me around with him.
Yeah, I never was, but then my dad always used to go on about the cricket. I was like, fucking boring, isn't it? But as I've got older, I've really started. It was the Freddie Flintoff, Kevin Peterson, all that lot when they won the Ashes. Was it 2005?
Yeah.
It was, and that did it for me. From that day on, loved it.
Yeah, I can remember having to listen to it on the radio when I was a kid, and we used to go to North Wales religiously every year. And it always pissed down, no matter what. It didn't matter what week it was. We'd get in a car. It was an old red Morris Marina, and we used to take about 5 hours to get to North Wales in this clappity old mobile. And we had to have the cricket on, and all you did was both from Gower, Gattin, them sort of people.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I've always sort of followed it. Thank you. Turn the light on. Cheers. So yeah, I do like a little bit of cricket now and again. I'm guessing you're Pompey fans with regards to football.
Yeah, I am. I had a season ticket for years. I followed around the country. Then I had Archie, my son, 12 years ago. And to be honest, the price was going to creep up. I actually stopped going when Pompey were in the Premiership because I lost interest. I followed him in the lower divisions, loved it all, and then went up there, had a couple of good seasons, and I actually missed the FA Cup final when they won the FA Cup.
Yeah,
and they've drifted back down the leagues. I've been to a few games here and there, but I actually never missed going for some reason. I still follow them on the phone, and I actually went this week for the first time for a while. Follow the results. But yeah, football's a strange one for me. I stopped watching football altogether for some point and never missed it. But then the World Cup drags me back in every now and then, and the Euro.
I get G'd up with that, but I think for me, money's ruined it for me. Money's killed it.
Game's dead. As a sport, it's dead because it's been destroyed by money.
Yeah, it's a shame, really, but it's like all sports. I mean, you know, motor racing as well. I mean, that's always had a massive sort of like advertisement sort of. It's been dictated with advertisement, you know, cigarettes over the years and all that. But I don't know. It's just money. You know, it's just root of all evil for me, really. Now, all right, everyone needs it, but you know,
it doesn't rule everything, though, does it?
No. It's bad. It can be bad in the wrong hands, can't it?
Well, I mean the money side of it destroyed Pompey for a little while, where they were throwing money they didn't have, and it threw them to the wall.
Yeah. Well, look at Leeds. Look at Leeds back all them years.
Well, you look at Bury and Bolton now. I mean, I think Bolton have got till it's either Bury or Bolton. They got till Tuesday to prove that they're going to sell the club or they're gone. I mean, Bury are the oldest club in the Football League.
Yeah.
It's sad as hell, really.
Just disappear, though, isn't it?
Are you off?
Could potentially happen.
Yeah.
Right, back to the comments. El Degustation, he is the man. Yeah, he is my most favourite Polish person in the whole wide world. He is.
He's great.
He's a cool guy. I love him. And I pull his leg a little bit and call him Rafa Benitez because he looks a little bit like him.
He does actually. Now you say that.
Can be reviews. Ben Stokes. Yeah,
he was fantastic today. I think he ended up on 132 or 133. What an innings from a man when you need him.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Had the Arsenal season ticket from 1978 to 2000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck that.
And Marks has hit the nail on the head there on what is wrong with football, because when you're expecting people that have followed you for 41 years, stump up 1,300 quid for a season ticket, no. To pay people to get hit very gently to fall on the floor, it ain't for me. It's not a game anymore.
That's silly money, that is. You know, they used to pride themselves on, you know, the working man's game sort of thing, but
it's not the working man's game. It's a rich man's game. We drove to London on Wednesday. Drove past Chelsea's ground, Fulham's ground. All these people. It's not for me. I'm a working man. You're a working man. It ain't for these people. It's not for us. No, it's for people that.
Pockets aren't deep enough anymore for anything like that, I'm afraid.
No.
Just how it is. I've got a family to look after. I can't piss about chucking money, that sort of money anyway.
I've got a beer to go and buy. I can't afford it as well.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen. But that's just, it's a shame to see it happen, but it's happening and it won't go away. What's everyone drinking? Well, we started off on the Hazy Jane, Thomas. Really liked it. That was a decent drop. And then we just sort of random drinks now. Scott and Wanda. Well, Wanda's on a cider. A little beer.
Orange. And Wanda's on this one. Wanda's on this cider. Go that way.
What way?
That way.
Yeah. 99p. Can't go wrong with 99p.
Bargain for 99p.
It's not that exactly. You go up there, you have a couple of beers, hot dog or a burger, and absolutely, you're so far out of pocket. It's incredible. I went up to Pompey on Tuesday night. I think it was £7 a beer. I ain't having that.
What beer was that then, Scott?
I think it was either Carlsberg or Carlin, but you know at that point it's going to be watered down as well, and then it's
What's the markup on that, though, eh? What is the markup on that?
Yeah, I don't even think it was a full pint. And my mate said to me, "Do you want them?" No, you're right.
Yeah. If you're still watching, Mark, what's the? Because I know Camden, they've got a link now with Arsenal, haven't they? With beer. What's a pint of Helles now at the Emirates? I bet that's a few quid.
My mate's an Arsenal fan. He lives down here, and he can't. I think he's got to go on to some sort of ticket thing to get a ticket up there because they've sold out for God knows how long. It's incredible. That's not servicing your fans anymore.
Yeah. I think that went a long time ago, though. Really, to be honest. Yeah.
Have you ever been to a football match?
I went to a Rushden Diamonds game.
Against who?
I don't know.
That's a bit. Well, I wasn't expecting that, to be fair.
No, my daughter was doing really well at school, and they awarded her to go and get a certificate from the players. So it was just me and my girls going. Well, me and Chantal.
But that's not fair though, because that's Rushden and Diamonds. That's two teams.
I can't remember if it's one team or.
No, it's one team.
I thought it was.
So you've never been to a Pompey match?
No.
Oh well, that's
No.
That's the next thing to do.
No.
What's this put here? Did you ever meet the Leeds service crew beer hooligan? Lol. Leeds.
Did you want your laptop back? Listen, as a football fan, there's always dirty Leeds, but now with Leeds, there's so many breweries up in Leeds, and it seems to be quite prominent. The craft stuff. I said to Wanda, do you know what? As a Pompey fan, never been a place I want to venture to, but let's have a weekend out there.
Yeah, you'd love it. Seriously, you would love it. It is an absolute mecca for beer.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's a pub, whether it be traditional old school stuff or craft beer. You're never far away from something.
Backing me up here, we're in.
Yeah, you'd love it, and it's beautiful. Scenic. There's lots to see, but yeah, you wouldn't be too far away from a decent pint for sure.
£7.50. What's it? €7.50 a ticket
For a game.
It's just not right, is it? I mean, I don't know what is it. What's it to go here? About 40 quid, 30 quid, 40 quid.
€7.50.
Yeah. So Mark's going to a game in Vita. They're Austrian, are they? Vita's Armen. They Austrian around that way.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So about £7. Yeah, so about £7 a ticket. If you go to a game in England, I'm guessing you're looking at northwards of 30 quid, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think it's even more than that. I mean, some of the bloody teams around our way, non-league teams, they're wanting 12 quid to watch a non-league team. That's crazy. And they say, well, there's nobody watching.
No,
the terraces are empty. But
how about you drop your prices about £5 and you might get some people through the door.
That's it. You've got to sort of like be a bit realistic. Dutch first team. Okay. Canberra reviews. Leeds is awesome. Yeah.
I think we need a weekend out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you two would really, really like it. Seriously.
You have to come up.
I'm for a beery sort of expedition. Yeah, I went up there. When was it now? Couple of years back, maybe. To a beer festival. I can't remember much about it, really, to be honest.
That's a good one, isn't it? I think the last time I went to Leeds was, I'm going to say, probably 1997, when I think Pompey were in the old First Division. Somewhere around there, I would think. So, yeah, it's probably a return venture probably needed. Now that the craft beer has exploded up there, might need a week. I don't know about a couple of days.
I mean, Bristol, that area, that's a bit of a
Not
hotbed.
going to Bristol.
Yeah.
Not going to Bristol. Last time I went to Bristol, tried to get to Bristol, I broke down 9 miles from the place, and it took me 10 hours to get home. I'm not going.
Okay, scrap that then. Scrap that.
But I know you got Arbor Brewery, and you got the new Bristol Brewery, and all that out there.
Left-handed Giant, Wild Beer.
Yeah, they're all out.
I mean, yeah, it is a decent place for beer.
If we hear Bristol now, we go into panic mode.
Hey, Brett, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well, buddy. Again, Dortmund can pay a player 190 grand a week and still charge 20. Yeah,
exactly. So it just shows you the disparity in our game, where we're. I don't know what the average wages of a Premier League player is anymore. It's probably not far off that, but then we'll charge people like us 40, 50 quid or £1,300 for a ticket. It's not right.
I'd run about like a blue horse fly. If they said to me £5 grand a week, I'd be all over the place on that pitch for £5 grand a week.
You know the fuckers that really annoy me? The fuckers sat on the bench, moaning that he's on the bench earning 100 grand, 190 grand a week doing fuck all. He's the one that's really getting on my tits because he's doing nothing to earn that.
I think we need a few more Brian Clough managers about, because he'd sort of say, look, if you're not playing, you can fuck off. I'm not playing.
I love Brian Clough. Brian Clough was an amazing man. When he ran on that pitch that time and cuffed that bloke round the head. Get off. And then they made him phone Brian Clough up and apologise for doing it.
Yeah, the England manager that never was, in my book.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Arbor Ales, fantastic stuff. Nice to see them in cans as well. They're in proper cans as well, aren't
they? They're in pint cans, aren't they?
568 mil jobbers, yeah.
We had the Key Lime Pie IPA one.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, I've not seen anything from Bournemouth. See, Portsmouth, we've got the staggeringly good.
There's a what's that tap place I was saying about?
Yeah, the Brewers Tap.
We're going to try there
there's one down in South Sea. There's one down there as well. So
there's small ones as well.
They're all beginning to dot up everywhere now. And that's what I was saying the other day.
House and kitchen.
Saying about we've got Simon was on about Green King going under, and I know Mark commented on this about his friend who had a Green King pub. But Green King never moved. They never moved at the time. They didn't see what was going on in the craft beer market, the micro pub breweries that were sprouting around them, and they just pumped out shit for years.
Crap beer, basic bare bones, mediocre beer. The food, just again, half of it's frozen. I know that because I used to deliver to Green King pubs. The firm that I worked for at the time, we had the contract to supply their pubs with food, and half of it's frozen and it's just in a bag shit. So they're not chefs really, you know. They're just glorified microwave technicians. They haven't evolved. Okay, it's all budget stuff, but I mean, you've got to sort of like. Sometimes it is all about flavour, isn't it? You know, you don't mind paying that little bit more for something that you're going to get rewarded with, whether it be a meal or a beer.
I said exactly the same. Exactly the same. People are at the stage now where you'll pay a little bit more to get something better, whereas people in the past would just go into Witherspoons, go into these places, pay. I don't know how much the beer. I'd drink. The only thing that's worth drinking in Witherspoons, which is where me and Wanda met, is Punk IPA on tap, which is $3.49. That's right, I can drink that. There's nothing else worth drinking in there. You love that. She's gone. Or you can drink Carlin that's $2.30 or something like that. There's utter shit. And people don't want that. We went into the one in Covent Garden. There was a Witherspoons in Covent Garden. I put a picture up on Instagram the other day, actually, and it said above the bar, craft beer selection.
Yeah.
So they get it. They get.
That's new, isn't it?
They get that there's this market for people who will pay a little bit more for a better beer.
What makes me chuckle sometimes is when you get a boozer that they'll put a sign out, chalkboard sign or whatever, and you know, craft beer available, Italian lager Peroni, £4.90 a pint. And you think, what's fucking craft about that?
See, I will if there's nothing else to drink, I will drink Peroni.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
will give me a whacking headache.
in this sort of any sort of lager will do, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just about quenching the thirst,
Yeah.
really. It's not about flavour.
No.
That's where lagers come into play, doesn't it? You know.
Yep.
Cheers, Brett. Oh yeah, that's the Thomas. Oh. Well,
we haven't done that, so we can't comment on that. We're going to look at Leeds.
Leeds, the old smoke, of course. You know, that's a
London.
pricey, but worth it. Bristol, there's a little bit of a scene around the Reading way.
Okay.
Midlands, it's not completely void anymore. The Midlands, there's some decent stuff happening, especially East Midlands. Neon Raptor, quality brewers in the East Midlands.
I haven't had any Neon Raptor yet. That's something I need to sort of progress into.
They had a goes on tap in the place that I was in Southampton. I was toying with the idea of having it, but I ended up going for a Pilsner. Yeah, Neon Raptor is good, mate.
I've seen very good reviews.
Yeah. Cheers, Craig.
So, Mark, Ipswich Town, I'll say 2 words to you, and I'm sure I'm right on this, and they are Ray Crawford.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that Ray Crawford's still their top scorer of all time. I might be wrong on that. And a hell of a man.
Eight Arch. I've heard of them.
I've heard of Barefaced Brewing.
Yeah, we've got one from your neck of the woods.
Fallen Acorn. My friend is the drayman for Fallen Acorn. Okay.
Yeah. Nice little place. I had a croque monsieur.
Yeah.
We need to have a day out in Southampton.
Yeah,
I'd have to have a dry clean when I come home, but it'll be fine.
just go with your Pompey shirts on. I'm sure you'll fit.
Oh yeah, I'll laugh for I don't know, run away.
Everyone will be running up to you to give you hugs.
Oh yeah, with a knife.
Yeah. Oh, on the piss with Alan
Brazil.
Yeah.
His I used to listen to Talk Sport. His breakfast show. He's not there. I don't know if you listen to it, Mark, but with Alan Brazil and Mike Perry on Talk Sport.
Yeah.
I listened to that for years. It used to just brilliant.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Now that man, Alan Brazil, is a pisshead.
Proper pisshead, yeah. Yeah. He's old school pisshead, isn't he?
Head like a football.
Yeah, he's a big old boy now, isn't he?
Well, I don't think I'm far off now, but there we go. Another couple of months, I'll get myself there. Don't you worry about it. Pompey Royal. Now I'm up for that.
Yeah, I'd definitely have a voyage to there again. I really enjoyed it, actually. There was a big what was it they had on? I'm going to call it Gay Pride. I can't think of it. Might have had a different name for it, but the rainbow flag. And there's lots of geezers with makeup on wearing high heels dotted about all over the place. So I'm going to say it's Gay Pride, but it's packed. It was absolutely packed. The weather was lovely.
A day out in Southampton is they've got the thing with Portsmouth. It's such an enclosed little island that it's fantastic, but it is enclosed. Southampton, there is a lot to do there. We don't. I mean, Wanda's daughter works over there, so we nip on a train. It's 20 minutes, but we never do it.
We keep saying we're going to do
keep
it.
saying. Say that Brewdog. The thing about a Brewdog is, unlike most of them, excuse me, that are all you'd never find the fucking place, would you? It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. I've got my phone out, like turn left, but it can't be up here. It's a fucking car park. Oh, hello, there it is.
Yeah, a bizarre place to be having. I don't know who sort of like ticked that off on a checklist when they were trying to source a place in Southampton, because it's like
it's not near anything.
Nowhere.
It's not near anything.
No,
it's fucking miles.
You go in there and have a few beers, and you think, right, okay, where am I going next? Shit, where am I?
Yeah, hang on a minute. I just put it in the sat nav. I know that fucking work.
Yeah, bizarre location. I think it would have been, surely they could have found a property a bit more sort of central.
But the interesting thing is, it obviously works for them because they've been there a few years now.
Yeah, I mean, I went in there at what, 3:30, something like that, and it was packed. It was
one of the tasting days where you have like I can't remember what it's called, the flights, where you have like the 4 or 5 drinks, and it was great. And then
the cheese
board and all that, and then we had a few drinks after. That's where I bought the 10-ton truck, and she had almost had a meltdown.
Yeah, bit of virtue. Gay Pride, yeah.
Right. But didn't they have that? Didn't they have a Gay Pride thing there?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, they did.
A big march coming through like the centre where West Key is.
Bournemouth is Bournemouth's a good. I haven't been to Bournemouth for years as a night out, but that's always good for a thing.
Yeah, next year.
If you give me a year to plan, I might remember.
Vibrant Forest. Yeah, on tap. I was in.
People was quite nice.
Been a while since I've tried anything from them, but got a good rep still.
We've liked them so far.
I've had a couple of theirs. I've had Pupa, and there was is it Summerland, Summerfield, something like that. That was okay. They're all not bad. The 2 cans I've had, it's been all right.
Mm.
That's another night out, Wanda. You better start saving, love. Or start selling your body.
No.
Off at the dockyard, quick.
I know.
I'll wait here, don't worry. Summerlands, yeah. That was all right.
I don't bother with it anymore. Yeah, I forget. I got into it quite a bit with Instagram. Like, you're taking the old picture of the beer and all that, but I just YouTube for me really. Nothing else.
I've put a lot of time into Instagram. Done a little bit on Untapped, but it's right. It's one of those. It is what it is. I prefer Instagram because you can get involved more with like-minded people that can see what you're liking and what you're drinking, and like you, it gives an impression of you. So like on your YouTube as well, it's an impression of you, whereas Untapped is 3.5, 4.2, nothing. There's no interaction in that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it all. Anyway, that might be a little bit of old fashionedness in me, but just sort of like managing it all, I just can't be arsed with it.
I've got something to occupy my time at work.
Yeah. I mean, if people enjoy it. I know a lot of people get a lot of satisfaction out of it. So you know, I'm not knocking it. It's just
we've met a couple of really decent people on Instagram. Met you on here, Mark as well. Mark's been good at gold. And that's for me. That's the biggest bonus. I know that for Wanda as well. I mean, that's the biggest bonus of the lot. Really, is that you find people that you can have a chat with. You've got a similar interest, and with Untapped, there's no human
interaction with
interaction. Yeah, there's nothing. 3.5, 2.6, something like that. Whereas on Instagram, you can have a giggle. We've got a guy, the beer monkey, on Instagram that we've made friends with, and we'll trade beers and bits and pieces with. And I like that. And like yourself, you can meet other people that you can have a chat with. You actually get on all right with.
Yeah.
But with Untapped, there's none of that.
Yeah.
It's an app.
Like now though, it's. I mean, I sort of like link it up to sort of like bumping into you in a boozer and sitting down and talking to you in a pub.
All right, mate. All right. What's that drink like?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, I'm trying that. Is that all right?
Just chatting away. All right. We've got a screen in front of us, but I don't know. I don't know. You just fall into that sort of relaxed mood of.
It's the old school way of not. It's not an old school way of meeting people, but in a way it is, because you used to walk into a pub on your own, have a pint. I've done it before. All right, mate. What are you drinking? Well, I'm having that. What's it like? Shit. And you chat for 10 minutes and someone's gone.
Yeah.
And Untapped doesn't do that. Like rate beer. What the other one? Rate beer. Rate my beer.
Rate beer. Yeah.
No.
You get a biased site there. That can be. Can't be asked.
No.
Umbrella Base. Oh yeah, I can remember having that. That's a belting Imperial Stout.
I've not had that.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of trying that a while back now, but really, really enjoyed it. Yeah. I mean, I do get why people enjoy it.
It's each to their own at the end of the day. Our Instagram is Wanda Beer Wonder.
Go and check them out, Thomas. Give them a sub on YouTube as well. They're definitely worth it. Fantastic fellows.
Nice people.
Yes.
Well, Wanda's nice. I'm tolerable.
You're nice as well.
Yeah, plenty of interaction tonight. Really loving it. 7 viewers still. What, hour and 53?
Blimey.
Yeah.
We got non-race in a minute.
Really enjoyed it.
Leo B, I'm surprised you ain't asked for a laptop.
Well, we've had to hijack Leah, who's Wanda's youngest laptop, because I could get the fucking iPhone to work or my iPad. So I was like, "Where's your laptop? Has it got a camera?" So I might be at Curry's tomorrow.
Oh no!
Wanda gets a panic. I want to say Curry's. I'll just cover her ears, Dave.
You could spend a fortune in there.
Do like Curry's. I can't even spell that.
Avec le bon vux le brassiere. It sounds really, really bloody good.
I like Mark's the way he's individualised himself. the fact that he's gone away from the norm, that he will review the Tesco beers, etc., etc., but he will distance himself from it and go for what. And obviously, I don't know how many subscribers he's got. He's doing fucking brilliantly, and
Yeah,
fair
he's
play to
doing
him.
very well.
And what a pub shed he's got.
Oh yeah.
Mark, if you could send your designs in about 12 grand my way, mate, that'd be fucking brilliant.
Drop the anchor. Yeah, I've heard of that one, mate. Yeah. Wainwrights
Right.
over in Windermere. Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy. Right, I think we'll start winding this down now.
Yeah, by all means, mate. Really, the other one because you can't chat to all her mates.
No, watching YouTube.
Or watch YouTube. No, she watches it. It would take up 2 hours at a time.
Big thank you to all the guys that have commented, and of course, massive thank you to Wanda and Scott.
Thank you.
Wanda be a Wanda. Like I say, give them a sub again if you haven't already. Yeah, cheers, guys. Really enjoyed it tonight. It's been fun.
Dean, we really appreciate your time, and we
thanks,
really
Dean.
appreciate the invitation. And if you want to do it again, then just let us know.
Yeah, we'll definitely do this again sometime. Maybe it'll have to be a cider review.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck off.
Yeah,
Cheers, mate.
take it easy. See you later.
Ta-da.
Cheers.